can't wait for the April 19th announcement. Kotick's Final Fantasy. And it's World of Warcraft, and there's a bunch of stacks of $100 bills behind the logo. And that's Kotick's Final Fantasy. You see, I'm going to tell you guys what's going to happen. All right? So here's what's going to happen. Microsoft is going to acquire Activision Blizzard. Bobby Kotick will resign as the CEO and as the basically the big dick of the company. And everybody will breathe a collective sigh. And they will realize that he's gone. He's done. We'll never hear from Bobby Kotick again. Until Microsoft makes its play for the metaverse. And in 2 or 3 years, whenever people have forgotten about Bobby Kotick's shenanigans, they will hire Bobby Kotick back on to lead the Microsoft metaverse. That's what's going to happen. You see, you guys don't understand something. This is Bobby's world, and we're just living in it. Do you honestly think that they are going to get rid of him? Do you honestly think that Bobby Kotick, the fucking, the absolute cockroach, the animal with more will to survive than a fucking, I can't even think of what it is, a honey badger. Do you think that you beat him? Do you think that he's lost? No. It's like Kel'Thuzad. He's not going... He's not gonna go anywhere, all right? Like, he will only become more powerful. Yes, Bobby is the main character in this story, okay? You, me, we're not the main character. We're side characters, we're extras. It's like, it's that guy, and then it moves on to the next part of Bobby's world. That's all there is to it. Yeah, welcome to the Bobbyverse. That's what it really is, guys. He's the final boss. Yes, exactly. And yeah, keep that in mind. You look so young back in 2018. I feel like I look pretty much the same, if you want me to be honest. I think maybe it's because I had a shorter beard. It's hard to say. So yeah, let's look over here. I really need to put someone in who's not retarded in charge, and then fire every single dev who uses Twitter. I don't think they need to fire a lot of the devs who use Twitter. They just need to fire the ones that are stupid. Like, that's all. I don't care if you use Twitter. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck if you sit around and you talk about your political opinions on Twitter constantly and you talk about how much you hate the players. I don't care about that. I care about the game. I don't, like, what would you rather have? A good game with batshit developers that are going on tirades on Twitter, or a bad game where nobody's saying anything? Because, oh yeah, someone's like, oh, well, I want both of the good things. That's probably not what's going to happen. It's probably just not what's going to happen. Like, yeah, obviously that sounds pretty good, right? I mean, we'll, you know, we have our cake, we eat it too. We have steak and ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, I just want the good game. I don't give a fuck what these clowns do on Twitter, right? I think it's weird that they spend all the time on Twitter talking about shit like this, but I've noticed, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this too, but I mean, to be fair, actually, I've only seen half of the Blizzard developers because the other half already have me blocked on Twitter. But the half that don't have me blocked on Twitter, they are actually posting about playing the video game. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. Check out the Ashes of Creation update. Yeah, I might do that. If you guys remind me in a few minutes, I'll do that whenever I get over to the video segment. I want to get into that. Yeah. And so that's it. Did Ghostcrawler also block me? No, why would Ghostcrawler block me? Like, the thing is, like, a lot of the people that don't like me at Blizzard don't like me for reasons that aren't real. Like, they don't like me because they think that I'm like a racist. Or they think that I'm a terrible person in one way or another. And actually, speaking of racists, I want to tell you guys a story. I went to the bank yesterday. As you guys know, basically, my mom's estate and having to deal with the aftermath of that has been it has been a 12 boss raid. Okay? I am still dealing with it, if you can believe that. So I went to the bank in order to talk to them about some stuff that has to do with that. I go into the bank, and there's a long line, and there's a lady walking around, stomping around, angry, because they won't let her get into her checking account. She was pissed off. She was mad. And guess what she was doing? She was talking loud. She was trying to get the attention of anybody at the bank. And finally, one of the people start talking to her. And she says, I'm so worried. I'm so worried. I don't have access to my checking account. But there are people in this bank, black people in this bank who can get into my checking account. But I can't get into my account. And she's sitting there. She's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going on. She's walking around. She's upset. She's got her shit down on the floor. She's looking around. And by the way, half of the people in the bank, they're black. And so all of them are just kind of like, oh, is that right? Uh-huh. And she keeps saying it. There's black people. And she was upset and worried, writing things down, very angry. Finally, she's explaining it to the security guard, who also, by the way, is black, trying to get him to understand her point of view. And everybody is just quiet. People are looking at her. And she's just talking about this because she was so worried. Because then she started saying, I don't know where they come from. I don't know if it's like Africa or something, because they didn't come from America. And she's just going off. Like, this lady is completely going off, like straight up. Straight up, she's going ape shit. And everybody's sitting around. Nobody knows what to say. Nobody knows what to do. And it was even more confusing because she was black. And everybody didn't know what to say. They didn't know what to do. They were trying to explain to her, like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. And she is walking around. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She's so stressed out about this, and she's like trying to explain it to people about how, like, you know, the people here are mixed with slave owners, and it's like these other people are gonna take her money, and like just straight up. And finally, there's the bank manager. You know, like whenever you ever been to the bank and somebody's not happy, and then the bank manager anxiously almost runs out of their office to prevent a situation from occurring. Well, the bank manager is walking over to her trying to solve this problem, right? And he's like, okay, listen, we're going to get you your money. Everything's going to be okay, all right? You're not going to have to worry about anything. You're going to be totally fucking fine. And finally, they calmed her down, and they got her money, and she left. And it was okay. Don't understand how I make a difference for white and black. It's not even colors. Listen. And then the moment that she left, there was the guy that was sitting behind me, and every single time that she said black, she looked right at him. And so as soon as she walked out of the fucking building, everybody turned around and looked at him, and he just said, damn, that bitch was crazy. And then that was it. That was straight up fucking it. And everybody just laughed that shit off. Fake story? I recorded it. Yeah, I didn't record the entire thing, but I recorded half of it.
I don't have access to my account. You need to do something. These are real black people. And they have access to my checking account.
Do not ever again in your life accuse me of telling a fake story. I don't tell fake fucking stories. I live in Austin. I don't have to. Yeah, that's what it was. And that was, what's this here? Bannable offense, accusing me of fake stories. True. That should be, absolutely. Yeah, it's fuck it, that's me putting on a voice. That's me. Well, that's a pretty damn good voice, isn't it? Yeah, that's not what it was gonna be. And so that shit happened, and I was at the bank. Nothing got sorted out, obviously, because it's, anytime that you have to deal with the government, you have to assume that the amount of people that are working in the government want it to stay at that number. And so because of that, they have to create artificial roadblocks that prevent you from being able to do what you want. And that's what it was. The U.S. really is a strange place. Listen, in Austin, where I live, like, growing up, people would just, like, whenever I was in high school and middle school, kids would just call each other the N-word, and they never thought anything of it. because the education was so bad, nobody even knew, like, really, like, what happened, like, the slavery thing, like, what really was that? Nobody had any fucking idea. And so it wasn't until, like, 11th and 12th grade that people kind of had an idea of, like, Jim Crow laws and stuff like that. But before then, people just called each other that for fun. It was crazy. It was absolutely fucking crazy. Or to tell a story, travel in the future. Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, it's the same. It's the same, I'm sure, now in some places. But yeah, I mean, where I live, like, yeah, it was just shit schooling. Like, nobody knew anything. And that's what happened. Kids just shouted in the bus where I lived, and I knew it meant bad shit. The thing is, like, none of them knew what was bad. None of them even, they didn't even know. Like, they had no idea. They had no idea about, like, the history or the context behind it. They would call the teachers that. And it didn't matter, like, what color the teacher was. They would just say it. And it didn't even matter. Yeah, it was America. Yeah, they just ignored it. It was nuts, man. The books? No, the books taught it. No. No, see, you are making the assumption that the books had omitted this information. No. The mistake that you are really making is that you assume that people use the books. Oh no. The only thing we use the books for is to throw them out the window. Yeah, nobody used the books. Original Warcraft 3 dev tells Asmon to get psychological help. Okay, good. Let's watch this one first, and then we'll watch the other ones, okay?
I can't believe I have to make this video, but if you think Arthas did nothing wrong in the Culling of Stratholme, you need to seek psychological help.
No.
You need to talk to a therapist.
No.
The mass murder of civilians should never be the solution to a plague situation. We're not out there gunning down people with COVID or setting flame to people with Ebola. We just don't do that, because that is inhuman.
This is the guy. This is the guy that every zombie movie, he is the plot device. His friend gets bit, somebody in the group gets bit, and he says, no, we can't just shoot him. We can't just leave him behind. We can't do it. And then he is the reason why everybody else dies. That's what it is. This is the guy right here. He is the real plot device.
Humane. It is inhuman. That is the point of the Culling of Stratholme. It's the turning point of evil for Arthas. So please stop saying that he did nothing wrong or trying to justify his actions. They are absolutely wrong. The only way to defeat the undead is to flee, because you are depriving them of the resource they need to create more undead. The humans that they kill and turn into undead.
Okay. Number one, what if they follow you? So, like, if you're in a house, and then there's an undead zombie that's in the house, and then you go next door, and you go to the house that's next to that house, what happens if he goes to that house too? You see what I'm saying? You see how this happens?
Please seek help. Please.
No. Arthas was completely right. Absolutely not. I completely disagree with this. I think he's totally wrong. And I'm going to explain why he's totally wrong.
Blame to people.
The reason why something like COVID or something like Ebola is not really comparable is because a lot of times people that get COVID don't turn into zombies. It's not as bad. Like if somebody, and not yet, yeah, true, yeah, exactly. Like Arthas did the only thing that a king could do, is whenever you cut off an infection, you don't remove just the infected part of like the arm or the foot or anything like that. You remove a lot of actually generally healthy tissue too. That's just what happens. And in the process of that, you do that because you want to be sure that it's clean. And you don't do that because you hate the tissue that you're removing. You do that because you care about the tissue that you're trying to save. Arthas understood that. And that's why he was the one true king of the Alliance. Is that nobody else could understand that. Nobody else could see the world that Arthas could see. They didn't have his foresight. And that's why Arthas was uniquely positioned to be the most insightful king and the most simultaneously ruthless, but also caring king that the Alliance had ever had, and the humans had ever had. That's all there was to it. Yeah, that's all there fucking was to it. Can we have an Arthas-inspired OTK hoodie? Yeah, I don't know. Devs at Blizzard, by 7,000. No, the thing is, like, listen. All I'm saying is that Arthas made the right decision, and he made the only decision that would... He made the decision that would save the most people. It's kind of like the trolley paradox or something like that. Like, Arthas made the call that would save the most people. Do you guys see kind of what I'm saying? Yeah, it's conflicting thought. Reason people died on COVID. I understand. I found... like, COVID is not being a zombie apocalypse, man. Yeah, COVID is not a zombie apocalypse at all. Why not dispel them? Because they couldn't, and they still haven't been able to. Yeah, they can't dispel them. It didn't work that way. The town was already infected. The hardest choices require the strongest of wills. Exactly. And Arthas made a king's decision. Uther and Jaina, that's why they're not the king. That's why that's why fucking the only thing Jaina ever did, like, Uther gets manipulated by a fucking girl telling him to throw Arthas into the maw. Even after Uther knows at this point that Arthas was being mind controlled. Uther's a fucing idiot. Like, Tyrion Forgering was fucking awesome. Tyrion Forgering was great. But Uther was a bitch. Uther, in my opinion, was the biggest pussy paladin out of all of the paladins. Like, Turalyon was even better than Uther, and Turalyon got his sword blocked by a guy's hand. Okay? Bolvar was not really a paladin, to be fair. Bolvar was just a warrior. When the fuck did he ever use magic? He was just a warrior. That's not it. Jaina went crazy on Dalaran later. Yeah, because she's a crazy bitch. The thing is, like, a lot of the female characters in WoW, the main plot device that these female characters exist around is being crazy. That's basically it. Whether it's Ashara, Sylvanas, Jaina, or Tyrande, all of them are basically fucking crazy. So yes, their emotions getting the better of them. Yes, it's very one-dimensional character writing for many of the female characters in WoW. I've said this for years. And so fucking Maiev is another one, for sure. You're not invited to Uther's party then? Good. Uther was a pussy bitch.
You guys are witnessing a moment in time. Look, this is a stream I did a long time ago. Look at this. We're the same person here, as you can see. This is just when I played WoW. Fuck? This is when I realized that WoW sucked. You know, and this is when I came to Final Fantasy 14, and I've been playing it ever since. Dude, we had the same hair, man, except for mine was on this side, and his is on the other side. Yeah. Yo, how old is Asmon? Oh, he's 31. Guess how old I am in this picture? 48? Holy shit. 50? Holy fuck. Do I really look that old? People tell me that I look way older back then. I was 30. I was around the same age.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How is this?
The stream I did a long time ago. Look at this. We're the same person here, as you can see. This is just when I played WoW. This is when I realized that WoW sucked. You know, and this is...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see why you guys wanted me to see this one. Holy shit. That is really something, man. Let me say that. That is really fucking something. I will tell you guys that I do plan on going back to Final Fantasy XIV actually quite soon. Birds, wind, branches, heed my call, the mystery of droids. Whenever I see this picture, it just reminds me of whenever I dueled Soda Poppin'. It reminds me of whenever I dueled Soda Poppin' and I just got completely fucked by all of the roots, the running around the pillars, all of the bullshit, man. It made me so fucking frustrated. I was mauling so hard not to beat his ass. In a 2v2, I did. I retained my my status. I was very, very happy about that. Duel had me so triggered just watching the kiting. Yeah, it was just like, you remember that? Let me see if I can pull it up right now. Yeah, here we go.
I gotta whoop Asmon's ass. Hold on. It's very important.
This really, really fucking upset me. This is like,
too.
This is right at the end of Legion, and it was in BFA. Or sorry, it was in a BFA pre-patch.
Wait, he has to pee.
What?
He's going pee.
I like how I pretend like I didn't hear it, so I could immediately take advantage of the situation and attack him and beat him on stream. It's invisible.
He went to pee.
No, bro, like, you're just saying that. You're just saying that, man.
He's peeing.
You're just saying that to mess me up. Which, to be fair, that's reasonable to say.
All right, let's whoop this guy's ass here.
Oh, he's back.
There he is. This is just,
You're getting annihilated.
It's the most annoying shit, dude. See, I'm already mad. Like, literally within 3 seconds into the game, I'm already mad. That's such fucking bullshit.
Just tell me. Just tell me. I can save you.
This is the best part, dude. I said for him not to do this. I said don't do this.
I can do this all day, dude. Poor Asmon.
I said don't do this.
Okay.
This is just...
Oh, you're toast.
No, I'm not. How the fuck did he do that?
He's gonna if he hits me, he heals. So I kind of have to.
So
like,
yeah, that's what it was. 2v2 war
let
games are the best ever. Yeah, this shit was so fucking good, man. So it's pretty good, Pharaoh. Yeah, he is. He's really good.
Why does he run away?
And like Warrior, I mean, to be fair, like,
oh, come the fuck on, dude.
Oh no!
And then McConnell is fucking.
on,
McConnell is just goading it on. He's like, "Oh, you're getting beat. Oh no, you're getting beat. Oh wow."
All day, poor Asmon.
Is this the end of Asmongold?
Oh my god.
Fuck, dude. Okay, GG. Fuck, dude. That's such bullshit.
おじさんだってきっと100億円欲しいから渡したの。
Yeah, so those are the good old days, man. 2018, holy fucking shit.